Hello friends and welcome back to another video. Today's video is my October bullet journal. These spreads are not my best. You'll kind of see why on the quote page here in a moment, but the title page is just my same Rose K Paper Co. sticker along with some really cute fall themed paper that I found at Hobby Lobby and these cute little tags that you'll continue to see throughout the theme of the spreads. So I made the mistake of putting these little like glittery lines down, little jeweled lines, and that caused a lot of bulkiness, and that ends up playing problems later. So if I was going to do this, I should have waited till everything was filled out, but I did not, and I regret it. And this quote page didn't turn out how I wanted it to. Autumn shows us Autumn shows us how beautiful it is to let things go. And I love the quote, but the way I put it down, I hate. So I plan on going back with just some like crepe paper or brown paper, kind of like the tags, and maybe even just like cutting out a digital print. I'm not 100% sure, but that's going to be tweaked a little bit so it feels a little better. So let's move on to my TBR spread. Very simple. I don't fill it in on camera, but you will see it all filled out at the end. There are certain things that I do every month, and then my regular TBR as well, like Thirsty Thursday, Tell It Again, and those kinds of things. This is just releases on my radar. Again, I fill this in off screen, but I just I did like the simplicity of a lot of this, but you know, it's one of those things, in the moment you think it's great, and sometimes a day or two later you're like, oh, why did I do that? But anyways, this is just a very simple brain dump spread. This is where I kind of drop all of my ideas for the month when I'm planning out things with friends. This is kind of where it all goes until I like talk to them about it. It just kind of sits in my brain. Sometimes I just chat with them right away, but I keep it really simple. All right, this is a standard spread for me. If you're new here, this is my days read spread. So I check the days, I fill in a box basically on the day of the month that I read, and I track digital and physical. Digital is ebook and audiobook, because typically I'm reading both at the same time. So if I'm reading both and I read one or the other, I mark a box, and then physically as well. Which again, because I'm constantly buddy reading with Lindsay, that's usually filled in. But I stole this idea from Chloe over at Journal with Chloe, so I will leave her linked down below. And I'm never going to call this idea original because it's not. I just have adapted it into my journal in a way that works for me. She does it, I believe, audio and physical. All right, and I kept these simple as well. So on one side, it's my favorite quotes of the month, and the other side is my favorite book of the month. I just kind of colored in a background, put down a tag, and called it good on this spread. I might go back and add something later, but for now, this is just fine. All right, this is my monthly stats page. There are certain things that I track every month. I talk about this in every video, but I track how many books I read, how many manga I read, how many audiobooks I listen to, and then I track my pages read for the month and the year. I originally was just doing it yearly, but I feel like I need to track both now because the number is astronomical. And then I track my core 4 manga demographics: shonen, seinen, shoujo, and josei. Those are basically, you know, target audiences, I guess. And I like to continue to read broadly, so I make sure I'm reading from each every month. And again, this is a standard spread for me. I kept it really simple this month, guys. So these are, I call them kind of like my they're like my balance sheets essentially. So I track my books read and my manga read in these like checkbook bank balance book kind of looks, and it works really well for me, and I really enjoy the concept of it. So friends, here's your flip through with everything filled in. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I love working in my bullet journal every month. I'm sorry this month isn't my best, but I hope you enjoy the concept I was going for. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!